Yo, what's good, YouTube? We are back. We ain't played nothing. Nothing. We ain't been live in like 2 weeks. Nothing. Got some big things planned though. Got some big things coming up in the future. I can't really speak on it, but it's awesome, and I cannot wait to put it out there. But today we got some college football 27, and I almost didn't even do a playthrough on there. The reason being because they had took out the Coach XP sliders, and they added microtransactions, which is a big fucking no. Hell no. And if there's microtransactions in 28, I'm not buying it. So this could possibly be our very last coaching dynasty, man. I don't know, but we're going to be starting out with UAB. I do love the dynasty blueprint deal they got right here. So we have to be ranked in the top 25 at some point in the next 3 seasons. We have to beat Memphis, and we have to have a turnover margin better than -10 this season. If we complete any of these, we get extra NIL to spend. I love having NIL. So I did play 1 season of Auburn by myself before I did this. And so I kind of got a feel for how this works. I landed the number 9 recruiting class with Auburn. So, I mean, I do have a good idea of how this works this time. Not just jumping into this blind. But it's early in the morning, and my son's in there eating breakfast. So if sounds like I'm in and out, or if I ever have to pause or anything like that during the video, that's what it's for. But here we are. We're at UAB. They went 4-8, 3-9, and 4-8 under their last coach. Get him out of here. I don't even know who the coach at UAB is. But we will be taking over. Real Pro MT will be the new head coach for the UAB Blazers. Shout out to UAB though, real quick. Shout out to UAB for doing my daughter's heart surgery. They are incredibly awesome for that, and forever I will have love for UAB. They are my second favorite team in the state of Alabama. So yeah, War Eagle, but go Blazers after that, because without them, man, my daughter's heart problem wouldn't have been fixed. So shout out to UAB. That's the reason we're UAB. That, and they're an Alabama team, but that's the real reason why we're picking to be UAB in this playthrough, and we might come back with some more. We might play. We don't know how many games we're going to play in this episode. We're going to try to play at least 2. But here we go. Let's sign the contract. There it is. Oh yeah, I got coaching points because I did pre-order the game like a dummy, like a big dummy. First of all, we are going to recruit and retain. That's what we're going to do. And hire staff. We don't really need to hire anybody. We don't have the NIL to spend on that, so there's that. That's it for you guys. Boom. Done. Give me the check mark. Give me the check mark. Cool. So we're UAB. We're going to be working on the transfer portal mostly. Don't see us landing a lot of big-time recruits. Let's go straight to the state of Alabama, which is our pipeline. We're just going to go through here, and we're going to try to land as many of these 3 stars as possible. Probably 2 stars would be the better way to go here. I don't know. 280 playing defensive tackle for Mobile. I don't know. Shout out Mobile. Here's another dude, defensive tackle. This is 286 power rusher. Pure rusher, I mean pure power. Jesus, you can tell it's 7 o'clock in the morning. We're going to add Holiday. John Holiday. Don't really need a running back, it says. Josh Winters, let's add him. We're not going to go crazy. Not going to go crazy, of course. Mo Atachu? Atachu. I want that guy. Pascal will take that linebacker right there. Oscar Hennessy. We do need to grab some linemen here. We probably need to add him. Sean Toomer. I've seen this last name pop up a lot during recruiting. Let's get that guy. We need that guy. Hakeem? Hakeem? Huh. I don't even know if I like that guy. Man, this is some sweet. All right, so now let's go look at Florida. Went right past the F's like a dummy. Florida. Maybe get Kevin Espinoza. Maybe. So we can grab a Nick Moss right here. Another big wide receiver. We bringing in receivers, or we're going to try to. Grab that guard. We really, really, really need to get a safety. Strong safety seems to be a hard position to grab somebody. Here we go. Feeney. Yeah. Donald Feeney. Sweet. Grab that guy too, just in case. Right? Just in case. Is there a quarterback we can land down here? Kiki Bush. Yeah, let's go with Bush. So yeah, there we go. Woo. Here's our recruiting board. We're only going to go after 19 guys. We're not going super crazy here. Excuse me. Not going to go super crazy with this. And they stopped us from being able to recruit or offer scholarships during this first part. So all we can really do is just scout. Woo, we got a dime. We got a gem. Excuse me, we got a gem on our first try. First recruit, got a gem. There's nothing else we can really do at this point. We just got to scout everybody and spend all the hours we got there. Then there it went. So there. It is what it is, boys. All right. What's the schedule look like? On this channel, we don't play FCS teams. We remove these. We remove these and play actual teams. So we play nobody that's supposed to be a challenge. I mean, Illinois should whoop us, but there's a good chance I am able to be competitive with Illinois. Not even seeing the roster yet. I have not even looked at the roster we have. But FCS Southeast, they will be moved. We can play LSU, Oklahoma, Notre Dame. I want to play somebody ranked. Somebody that I know is going to whoop our ass. Somebody I know that should whoop our ass anyways. Damn, Cal has an 80 overall. My son just threw his bottle down, so excuse me while I go grab that and pick that up. We're going to go at Georgia Tech. I like that. I like at Georgia Tech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Wow, so we have 7 away games. Now we don't. There we go. That got fixed. So we'll go at Illinois. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, so we got 6 and 6. Cool. At Illinois, UL Monroe, Louisiana, Navy, at Georgia Tech, at Memphis, East Carolina, at USF, Charlotte, Temple, at Temple, UTSA, and at North Texas. Let's be real here. This is a pretty difficult schedule for UAB. Like a typical UAB schedule, this is pretty difficult, man. Navy just randomly thrown in there. They're good every other year, feels like. The military academies, you never know. You never know. And that's it. Oh no, we gotta build our coach. That's not it. We don't have the MVP pass. Ooh, 20. It costs 20 now. Wow, see, that took every point basically, and we only upgraded 6 things. 2, 4, 6, yeah. So we got 2 upgrades on running back, we got 2 upgrades on offensive line, and we got 2 upgrades on defensive line, because those are the biggest positions in my scheme anyways, the scheme I like to run. We prioritize these positions very heavily. All right, so here we go. This is what we're looking at. Nate Rogers, Ryder Burton. Oh my God, they're all pocket passers. And Adrian Posse. They're all pocket passers. But I mean, like, are they really 82 speed and 80 speed right here? Sophomore, junior. We got running backs. 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 Yes, we do. Anyway, Caleb Brown, C.J. Smith. We got wide receiver. My God. Any of y'all want to play quarterback? Yeah, gadget. We got all our quarterbacks for next season are in the wide receiver room. All right. Yeah, 82, 80, 82, 69 at right guard. You're going to get me killed. 72 right tackle, 74 on the edge, 79 on the edge, 79 at the defensive tackle. We don't have a Sam. Ooh, linebackers are weak. Linebackers are weak as hell. DBs, they're going to get us exposed. Free safety, doesn't matter because they're the same. Wow, defense is not going to win us any championships anytime soon. We got a senior kicker, so we do have to make sure to bring in a kicker. All right. That's the roster. Let's get into this. Boom. Our first of 3 seasons at UAB, unless we get some like really good offer. I do really like if you haven't played this game yet, in the off season you can just express interest. And like, even if you didn't get offered by a team that you would like to coach, if their job has an opening, or if that school has an opening rather, you can express interest and you might still get it. And I love that. I love that feature, because there were so many times where it was just, I was stuck only coaching these teams that I was what's the word, that I had a pipeline for, or was an alma mater, or you get what I'm saying. They were preset basically. We also get to set the weekly practice plan. But real quick, let me go check on my son. He's drinking his bottle, eating his breakfast. All right, so the way this works, usually we just hit recommended, but because it's the first week of the year, like, see, you could just do it by position groups. So because it's the first week of the year, we're just going to hit full practice. Boom, everybody gets XP. You get to actually see the XP that each one of your players gets, so that's awesome. That's a good feature. Good feature right there. And this is the point where we get to actually offer scholarships and NIL and shit like that. All right, so as you can see, towards the end, we didn't really have the time to spend down here. We didn't on this guy either. Why did we not offer him a scholarship just then? What were we doing? That makes no damn sense. All right, well, now we got some points here. We got some points here. Hold on. Yeah, see, this is dumb. We should have been offered this guy. We want him. We want him on the team. There we go. 10 points. These guys will get points next week whenever we have the extra points to spend. Actually, he's a 2-star player. Let's give him 5 seconds. Or 5 hours. Is it hours? So yeah, there's that. The 2-star guys got 5. Okay, they got 5. Because I would much rather have the strong safeties down here get time. Even if it's nothing, I'd rather them get time. But there you go. There's recruiting. In my Auburn playthrough from 2025, I didn't really show much of the recruiting. So there's that for all of y'all that wanted to see that. So here's the schedule again. We got week 0, we got a bye week. But there's Miami at Notre Dame, which is a crazy game to start the season with. Crazy game. You also have USC and San Jose State. Somewhat maybe a trap game if you believe in those in-state schools being disrespected and playing up. I know South Alabama played their ass off against Auburn last year. Kind of scared me. All right, so we have Illinois. It's going to be our first game of the year, and I'm trying to find out who won. Notre Dame beats Miami week 0. Mark Fletcher Jr. 96 yards on the ground. 4 more yards, he'd have had a hundo. Miami outscored them. I mean, not outscored them, but, you know, in total yards, passing yards, rushing yards. It was Miami's game to lose, literally to lose. Outrushed them by 40 yards and still lost. And rushing numbers don't really mean nothing, I guess. Did USC win? They lost! Holy shit, they're 0-1. USC lost to San Jose State. Fire him now. 24-10. No, they didn't. Oh, no, they didn't. But yes, they did. That's golden. That is golden right there. Again, this gets kind of repetitive too. But here we are, full practice. Boom. They got all their XP. At some point, once the wear and tear starts taking effect, we're going to have to go by recommended. But now we can spend some more hours in recruiting. This is all a recruiting episode at this point. Hey, we got locked out. Oscar Hennessy locked us out. Awesome. Homie don't got no time. Let's get homie some time. Let's get everybody some time. Come on, guys. They really want this dude. We're going to have to up it. We're going to have to up it to 50. Send the house. Because we really want John Holiday. Defensive line is a priority under my leadership. If that's the right word. Real quick. Oh, no, that's what I was looking for. Scores and schedules. Week 1, we got Louisville at Ole Miss, Clemson at LSU, which now has Lane Kiffin as the coach. Wisconsin at Notre Dame, coming off a big win over Miami. SMU at Florida State. Tulane at Duke. Boise at Oregon. And, of course, UAB at Illinois. Big game right here. Coach Real Pro MT says early mistakes are expected, but the coaching staff is confident in the team ahead of the week's opener. Yes, we are. Not. Yes, we are. It ain't that bad. Excuse me, it ain't that bad. 69-75 overall. We should be able to keep it somewhat competitive. And there's another look at our schedule. At Illinois, and then we got a couple weeks to prepare for at Georgia Tech, at Memphis, at USF. Those are the big games right there. This first one, Navy, Georgia Tech, Memphis. Man, every game is a big game. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? But let's get right into this. UAB. Look at them sweet uniforms with the golden number. I like that. I like that a lot. Play full game. I forget when I'm not home, I don't get to pick the patterns. I also love that you get to pick your crowd's patterns. See, this game really went above and beyond, but they tried to ruin it with the microtransactions. All right, here we go. First game of the year, first game of the franchise. The Illinois Fighting Illinois hosting the UAB Trailblazers.
Where there's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the UAB Blazers and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Illinois continues to improve under the guidance of Brett Bielema. Coming off a strong 9-4 season, they want to make even noise in the Big Ten this season. Bielema has shown he can build a great defense, and the Illini are looking for a better season this year. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Illinois' kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So UAB's offense will go to work first. This guy will get some carries, Braylon McReynolds. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns it. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Dropping back, it's Burton. Fakes to grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. There's a crease. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Ferguson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Blazers are moving quickly down the field. Quick completion to the right. There he goes. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they...
And he's in! Touchdown, Blazers! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hankins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Illinois' offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes Caden Hauser. He entered the portal and wound up here from TCU. He's been able to put together a solid resume, and we're anxious to see what he can do in this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into the...
And down goes the quarterback. There are...
If that's not holding, I don't know what it is, son. That dude would not let me go. Holding. That was holding all day.
Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also
Right, I should have just took the sack. I was so fucking mad. I'm dumb for that. I'm so dumb for that. I'm pissed. That shit was so stupid. Fuck, that was my fault for... I shouldn't have accepted that.
That's caught. It's Perry. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
And now on second down for this offense. Lets it fly. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's got 42 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Catch in the middle. It's Mims. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Quarterback may change this route. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes a man miss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option, he'll keep it. There's some room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rule will get us up to date on his condition. And the Blazers are threatening on 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Touchdown, UAB! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Finds the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Valentine. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They punt it away on fourth down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll move the wide receiver. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Burton. Pulls it in. It's Mims. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Blazers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Handoff to the lone back. Got a little grass. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. You UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The sure hands, it's Mims. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The Blazers moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Here's a little room there. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UAB.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. He'll bring it out. It's Hankins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Grabs it in the middle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Fresno State Bulldogs. And it's USC looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now over to your game in Champaign. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they are 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
The Illinois head coach told me at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Reese?
All right, Holly. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Nice move there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The clock will stop as they check on an injured member of the Illini. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Looking for space. It's Valentine. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Push down for the tackle. Illinois lining up quickly. Got a little space. Maybe some room here. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They're testing the right side here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He leaves it with the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Snagged out of the air. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Hand off from the shotgun. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So
snags it, and he's open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Blazers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Could be an alley. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
Oh, he's got some space. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
If you are a fan of old school running the rock, then you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the...
Touchdown, Blazers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, wrap up! You have to wrap up!
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Hankins. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The inside handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Huff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Trying play action. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. It's Perry. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Finding a line, I move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it on first down. The keeper on the option. Finding some room. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick release by the QB. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Illinois looking to pay things off on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? To the air, it's Hauser. Pocket breaking down. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really.
Touchdown, Illinois! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. The Illini right back in the lead.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Illinois uses its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. To the air, it's Burton. Working that wide receiver screen. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The Blazers have this offense rolling. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Picks up the first down. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Blazers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Robinson. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
QB draw. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Nice move there. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close, The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the player. As you come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
Ball game. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. We could not cover that one wide receiver they had. Real quick, let's look at the stats. We won by 10 points. After going up 14 in the first, we only win by 10 points. That's kudos to Illinois. What is this dude's name? Dude had 79 yards, 6 catches. This Clement dude, Hudson Clement. Baller, 3 touchdowns, bro. We could not cover this man. Could not. We couldn't cover this dude with a blanket. All right, yeah, give me that. Give me that. That's what I want. Give me that. Yeah. We got that XP finally working for us now. Yeah. We did do our recruiting, I believe. We did do our recruiting. I'm with it. I like it. All right, but that was it, boys. Week 1, we're 1-0. We beat a Big Ten opponent. The Big Ten down bad. They're down bad when they lose in the UAB. Oh, man, we got locked out. No. I was going to give you more NIL than Vanderbilt. I promise. No. Damn. Now we got the UL Monroe Warhawks. We was almost the UL Monroe Warhawks. Like, not going to lie to you. We almost was them. Alright, so Winters ain't messing with us at all. He is not fucking with us. Alright. Well, fine. I didn't want you either. Go play for Vanderbilt. The Vanderbums. You get one good quarterback every 2 decades, and y'all sell it, and then y'all think y'all just good? Vanderbilt. No, what am I doing? All right. Anybody ready for a visit? Yeah. All right. Holiday. Let's get you lined up, boy. We gonna bring you to play the Raging Cajuns. Proximity to home down here. Thank God we got an A+ in that. Or we would be screwed. So we got some wear and tear now. Now we're going to go here. We're going to go to recommended. See, look at this. Now we got to change the way we practice. And there we go. See, some people don't practice because they got bad wear and tear. Goes based on what the coach recommends. Let the position coach handle it. We did handle our recruiting. We did our practice. We can upgrade some of these coaching skills. Yeah, give me that juke upgrade. Yeah, give me that blocking. Yeah, can't do nothing else though. Alright, cool. What we got this week? Florida State beat SMU. That's good for Florida State. They need to do that. Usman Chroma. I believe he was a running back Auburn wanted at one point. 14 rushes, 80 yards. Go get it. Go get it. Florida State out here just whooped them. Just outright. 174 rushing yards, Florida State. All right. SM who? SM who? That's right. Ohio State at Texas. Oklahoma at Michigan. Arizona State at Texas A&M. Arizona at BYU. Alabama at Kentucky. Tennessee at Georgia Tech. We will also be playing Georgia Tech at some point. So we got Notre Dame 2-0. They are the number 1 team in the country, followed by Ohio State, Georgia, Indiana, Texas, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, LSU, BYU, Alabama, Miami, Michigan, Louisville, Texas Tech, Penn State, Iowa, Oregon, Utah, Tennessee, and the final 5 right here. Ole Miss, Houston, Washington, Florida, Missouri, and TCU. Ole Miss being the only team, no, Ole Miss and Oregon, the Ducks out here. Who did Oregon lose to? I want to know. Oregon lost to Boise State by 3 points. Ugh. Now this is nasty. Losing to Louisville 35-17, bro. Go on, Ole Miss. Go on, Ole Miss. Y'all letting us down. You're letting us down big time. Real quick. Coaching stats. Baboon. We got some coaches on the hot seat. Scott Satterfield in Cincinnati. We ain't even gave Alex Golesh a chance yet. How are you 0-1? How the fuck are you 0-1? You lost to Baylor? Auburn? Oh my God. Hugh Freeze could beat Baylor. Jackson Arnold could beat Baylor. But no, I'm going on a tangent because I'm an Auburn fan. This is a UAB thing. All right, here we go. We're just not going to talk about our game. All right, the Blazers prepare for a contest against the Warhawks. They are 0-1. Our running back went off last game. He was 8 yards short of 100. Their running back also went off. He had 124. Both guys had 2 rushing touchdowns. Gotta love it. All right, they're averaging 24 points. They only had to 1 game, so that's good to know. Let's get into this. We're going up against the UL Monroe Warhawks. Green out. Oh, we only got green out and default, so I guess we're doing green out. Does UAB have any badass uniforms? Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Yo, that's kind of nasty too. Not gonna lie. UAB, y'all got some uniforms, bro. Oh man, we're wearing the gray right here. This is sweet. This is sweet. UAB got uniforms. But all right, here we go. UL Monroe Warhawks on the road at UAB. It's our first home game. Can we go 2-0?
Welcome to the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama, and Protective Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the UAB Blazers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The Blazers headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Walker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Warhawks offense will go on the attack first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes.
Turning it on! May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Warhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
From the gun, the ground game. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football. But he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate. Pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
On the ground, it's Jamison. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Snowed under by the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
But he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls it on the option. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Warhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Warhawks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone.
Damn it. Every chance we had to get them off the field, we failed. We fucking failed. They just nickel and dimed us all the way up that, all the way.
Behind them, the poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
We blitzed them. We played zone coverage. We man coverage. We blitzed them. We zone coverage. We mixed it up. We didn't play one-dimensional, and now it's starting to rain in the middle of the game. But, dude, everything we did, they had an answer for it.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Blazers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. This guy will get some carries, Braylon McReynolds. There were a lot of people looking at him when he hit the portal. He came here from UL Monroe. What a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. Got enough for the first. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Maybe a crease. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Looking to throw, it's Burton. They're working that left side. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and 1.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, UAB.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They marched 78 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he never had a chance.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Kick is in the air. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. There he goes. Open it up. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running inside, it's Ingram. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking to throw, it's Burton. Here comes the heat. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Warhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run inside, it's Jamison. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Warhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To throw, it's Burton. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Makes a grab and room to run. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Might have a chance. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Burton. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, UAB! And they take it in for 6 more points. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Got the quick completion. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Flips it out to the back. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Warhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to...
How was that not a fumble? That was a fumble if I ain't never seen one.
Sacks on him today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The Warhawks will line up to punt it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Dropping back, it's Burton. Under fire. Trying to buy time. Keeps it and gets the first down. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football. The Temple Owls taking on the number 15 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's Temple setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Protective Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
The Blazers head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their transfer running back has been very steady, and this is what they brought him in for. They knew that he was going to have some emotions today going against his former teammates, but he has not let that show on the field. He is running hard and been dynamic. We'll see if he can keep it up here in the second half. Guys?
Holly, thank you.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They're dealing with a second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simpkins. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run from the shotgun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Blazers have a lot of options on second and inches. Gives it on the option. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pull and pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Simpkins. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Blazers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Burton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Anderson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. A designed run for the quarterback. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Simpkins. There's a crease. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, UAB. And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Uriel Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Second down, he'll throw it. Floats it out in space.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Blazers are threatening in the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hard running there. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Blazers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Here comes the option. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it shows today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So other than their opening drive, we shut them out. 11 of 15. We didn't throw 100 yards in the game, but we ran pretty good. 4 different running backs got touches. Ingram only got 1 touch, 2 yards, but I like it. That music being so loud is kind of aggravating. Not kind of aggravating, very aggravating. There we go. Level 6, I believe, or level 5 now. Level 5. 34-7. Big time W right there. I don't know how long I've been playing, but I feel like we're probably going to call it. But we'll be back with some more college football whenever I get a chance. Holiday looking like he's our number 1 guy. He's looking like he's our number 1 guy. So whenever we come back, we will have the Raging Cajuns. The Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns. Then we got Navy, Georgia Tech, Memphis, East Carolina. This is going to be pretty fun. And we're at UAB for the first year or so. I mean, we're definitely here for the first year. I like it big time. We only gave up 28 points this morning. So yeah. Hey, if y'all did enjoy it, check out all the playlists down below. Hit that like button, subscribe, man. I see we got 1 subscriber already. Thank you. Shout out to my boy Carter. And check out my buddy Hindered Soul. Check out his music. He just put out a song called Gilgamesh. Check out Hindered Soul on Spotify and YouTube and all that good jazz. And be on the lookout because I got a super exclusive, super awesome project I'm working on, and I can't wait to be able to actually tell people what it is. So yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Tell somebody you love them, and I'll be back with more college football whenever I get a chance. So yeah, peace.